here, Jim. Look. Oh, there's a whole bunch of knots.
So
You
what
see
does
those?
that signify?
I don't know.
Go in the other room.
I will. I'll go.
It signifies a Bigfoot did it. Okay.
I'll go in the other room here.
It does.
Yeah.
We've got, here's a little teeny tiny string where it was torn, but if you look right here, there's a knot, a perfect knot right there.
Yeah.
And see you have, and this, there, it's kind of braided right there. See how it's around? It was, that's called, by the way, Jim,
What's
I
it?
bet it's called twilled.
Twilled.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Neither did I. It's
Well-
something like, see here how it's
Oh yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that?
Just twisted, yeah.
Yeah, what they do when they do a mane, braid a mane on a horse, they braid from their neck all the way down. And then when they're like maybe this far from the end, then they make loops. Then they braid back up again. So that is exactly what that is right there. And see, there's another one right there. This one was torn all the way up to here. It was completely separate, and then they pulled them together, and then they braided it down. And look, there's some more knots right there. You see that? And okay, these. Okay, here is a perfect example. You see this? That would have been coming down, all the way down, but there's a loop. So they took this piece, I don't know where, but it looks like here. And see, they took it back up, and then they tied this big knot to hold that loop. Now, here, and there is, I guess this is all red, but anyway, these are braided together. As soon as I saw that, I knew. But here's the story. It goes down, and you see, this is where that loop is. So that loop would have gone down, and then it went back up, and then they tied it inside this knot. But here's the story about the loop. He just called me. In fact, this morning I was driving
The
over
guy
there.
from Idaho.
Montana.
Montana.
Yeah. What this means is where he lives, there's a lot of Indians that live around him, and they're friends. And I also had a guy at the museum about a month ago. He said this is very, very significant right here, that knot, because when you put a loop in a flag or the horse's mane, it's the symbol to the Indians of God. It's right here, that symbol. So he said you want to look for circles.
There it
And
is.
I don't know what that connection is from the Indians to the Bigfoot, except they've always lived together.
Yeah,
For a zillion years.
coexisting, yeah.
Yeah.
Get knotted.
They tie knots with their fingers, just like we would.
okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, he's got these Bigfoots and they're big, huge
They are.
grill-like things. How can them big old fat fingers make them little knots like that?
There's
I
two
don't know,
things.
Jeff. I don't
There's
know.
two things to think about. First of all, they have kids.
Kids,
And guess how big their fingers are on the kids?
I have no idea.
They're littler than mine.
Wow.
That's one thing. And not only that, it's just like, you guys, if you, like, I know some men that crochet.
Yeah, sure.
If you learned that when you were 7 years old, it wouldn't matter if you were your size or bigger. Once you learn how to do that, you know how to do it.